Hello fellow researchers, my name is Raya Griselda. Today I will be presenting our research titled The Interior of Medium Scale Business Tiara Handicraft in Surabaya with Accessible Design Principle for Mentally and Physically Disabled Employees. This research was also written together with Olivia Gunawan and Lasmi Kusuma Wardani. According to Westwood, in the social culture context, work activities are a moral obligation for each individual to contribute to the family welfare. Work is an activity that is important for everyone, including for those who have disabilities. Disability is a function or condition that has interference with the standardized condition of individuals or groups. As stated in Article 8 of the Indonesian Law 2016, equality of rights and opportunity towards disabled people should be enforced and upheld in any situation, including in the working environment. According to International Labour Organization, as many as 15% of Indonesia's population are disabled people. So it needs quite an effort to equalize the rights of disabled workers in Indonesia to live independently by working. Moreover, according to the data from the International Labour Organization, people with disability are very vulnerable to poverty in every country due to the limitation job vacancy that matches their abilities. In other words, ignoring disabled people will affect the economic activities and growth in a country. So, to help and to improve the welfare of the disabled can be done by providing a place and job in accordance with their abilities and must be supported by prevalent facilities. Tiara Handicraft is one of the medium-scale business in Surabaya that specifically employs disabled workers. It was established in 1995 with an aim to empower and to provide a job and learning facilities for the disabled. There are 35 workers such as hearing impairments or tunarungu, speech impairment or tunawicara, physically disabled or tunadaksa, or mentally disabled or tunagrahita. The problems that occurred in Tiara Handicraft are: first, lack of supporting facilities in Tiara Handicraft store, such as unfriendly pathway, height difference on the floor, and steep mezzanine access. The second, shelving system. And the last one is disorderly and inefficient layout for disabled people. This research uses the online focus group discussion and design thinking methods that use to produce effective solutions based on the needs and problem experienced directly by users. Moreover, as stated by Suprobo, this method is a problem-solving method that is suitable for design and architectural. The design thinking method collaborates with accessible design principle that prioritize the ease of the workers and the visitor in their activities. However, not only to facilitate or increase workers' productivity while working, but also to ensure security for all users. There are two types of interviews that used in this research. The first, the empathize interview, conducted with the owner of Tiara Handicraft, arises several points. First, the number of Tiara Handicraft employees. The second, the types of worker disabilities. And the last, the problems found in the store. And the other interview is interview extreme user, conducted with the disabled workers, arises their difficulties to access the facilities, especially mezzanine and disorderly shelving system. Next, observation and site analysis. The result of field observations shows that there are inadequate facilities. Next, analysis the existing condition of the Tiara Handicraft store that produce an analysis of lighting, ventilation, and noise sources. Circulation flow. To analyze the Tiara Handicraft store circulation flow. This process uses the bubble diagram method to make it easier to classify the space function and determining the optimal circulation flow for mentally disabled employees. Affinity diagrams. The process of determining the final design and the goal uses the affinity diagram method, which was done by conducting open discussion with the group members via online focus group discussion to propose an idea as a problem solution for the existing problems. Design concept. Menarik stands for marketable, efficient, new normal, accessible design, relationship, and eco-design. The concept of menarik emphasizes the principle of humanity by using accessible design as the most important or dominant principle in every aspect of the design. And the next, design result. The final design is presented in the form of store layout consisted of ramp, grab bar, disabled-friendly door type, construction and pathway sizes redesigned in the mezzanine area, systematical shelving system, and the last, additional signage and wayfindings. The first is ramp. Following the regulation of the Minister of Works Republik Indonesia number 14 of 2017, the minimum degree for the ramp is 6 degrees. With the elevation of 14 centimeters, is then calculated resulting in 101 centimeter in slope length and 100 centimeter ramp length. And the second is grab bar. Adding the grab bar at the entrance area will make it easier for wheelchair user and disabled people to independently ride, access the ramp, and enter the shop area. The height of the grab bar to the ramp is 80 centimeters. According to Panero, the minimum height of 83.8 centimeters and the maximum is 86.4 centimeters. The third is main entrance door. Following the regulation of the Minister of Work of the Republic Indonesia, the standard door to be used is a one-way swing door with a minimum width of 92 centimeters. Thus, the design uses a one-way swing door which open inward to make it more wheelchair-friendly with 100 cm wide. And the fourth is mezzanine area. The store area of Tiara Handicraft has a long and narrow layout, so the design using folding stairs that can be bent and open as needed is the best solution to apply. Folding stairs have been designed according to the size of the construction following those that are ideal. The fifth, mezzanine area pathway sizes. Initially, the mezzanine area, which was used as storage, has an access width of 63 centimeters. According to Panero, the minimum standard is 61 cm. The access is then made wider to 74 cm to make the user, especially disabled employees, feel more secure when accessing the mezzanine. Sixth is systematical shelving system. A rhythmic, systematic, and informative shelving system was created in Tiara Handicraft store area to make it easier for mentally disabled employees to work, such as to arrange goods and the stocks. And last, adding some signage and wayfinding. Creating wayfinding and signage facilities to make it easier for customer and mentally disabled employees to find rooms in Tiara Handicraft store. Lastly, styling and evaluation. Styling is a process that combines the student design that has been planned since the initial prototype phase and it will be implemented on the real site as shown. The final stage is test. It consists of evaluation given by the owner to the design implementation result in the styling process of the Tiara Handicraft store. This phase will also be carried out by the group tutor to evaluate the overall design result. That brings us to the end of the presentation. I would like to summarize by saying that first, it's very important to apply accessible design principle in the interior of medium-scale business Tiara Handicraft store. And the second, the menarik concept present a design with a new atmosphere. And the third, hopefully after implementing the accessible design, the disabled workers will be more productive and independent. And last, using the design thinking approach can ease the process of creating facility based on accessible design principle to help disabled people according to the user requirements. This is the end of my presentation. I sincerely appreciate that I have had this opportunity to present to you and for your attention. If anyone has any question, please feel free to ask now and I will do my best to answer. Thank you.